Major championship boxing is back in Brooklyn Saturday for the first time in about 80 years. On the undercard at Barclays Center, Brownsville's Danny Jacobs. The fight marks his comeback from a potentially deadly cancer. As our Nick Medanis reports, doctors last year told Jacobs his boxing days were over.
For the last few months, Danny Jacobs has made this gym a second home. Buried in the bowels of a Brooklyn project, it's part dungeon, part shrine, and a so-called house of pain. But he'll do anything to get back in the ring.
The crowd cheering me on. I look forward to throwing punches in bunches and getting hitting back. Most importantly, I just anticipate and being happy that I'm finally back in the ring.
Can you blame him? About a year and a half ago, Jacobs was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, a cancerous tumor on his spine. It's not something a 25-year-old thinks about.
And when I got the news, I said, okay, I'll call you back. And then I called her right back. I said, I have cancer?
He was talking to his godmother, Dorothea Perry. She broke the news.
I think he's definitely lucky to be alive.
A typical tough guy, Jacobs thought the tingling in his legs was boxing fatigue. But the tumor was growing quickly, and during a span of about 2 weeks, he needed a cane, and then a walker, and then a wheelchair.
Completely paralyzed. I remember my godmother coming to get me at my home, and I had to do an army-style crawl to the door to open the door for her.
Surgeons cut out the tumor just in time. A few more days and it could have killed him. But the fight raged on. Rehab, radiation, and more rehab would follow. He started slowly. Home video shows Jacobs on this anti-gravity treadmill. But the hardest part of the comeback isn't physical.
Mentally, it was challenging because when the doctors told me I wasn't able to box, I knew they were wrong, but I still have my doubts.
During his darkest days, Jacobs says he channeled his Brownsville roots.
Brooklyn! I'm representing more than just myself. I'm representing my family. I'm representing Brownsville, Brooklyn. You know, it gives my people hope.
Brownsville is one of Brooklyn's most combustible neighborhoods, and it's also home to world champion fighters like Shannon Briggs, Riddick Bowe, and Mike Tyson.
3 heavyweight champions from the neighborhood. We've had 5 world champions. Not much more can be said about that. We're on fire.
Now cancer-free, Jacobs hopes to live up to that. It starts with a win Saturday, but in the eyes of so many supporters, just competing might be his greatest victory. Nick Medanis, News 12 Brooklyn Sports.